It was snowing the night my life was sold for a handful of gold. I still remember the bitter cold on my skin, and the way my family wouldn't meet my eyes as they handed me over to him, the Alpha Lord with eyes like a winter storm. That was 5 years ago. Now I'm back. Not as the fragile Omega they discarded, but as the man who holds the power to burn their world to ash. The streets of Manhattan glisten under the rain as my black car rolls to a stop outside the Vanderbilt estate. My reflection stares back from the tinted glass. Sharper jaw, colder eyes, every trace of innocence stripped away. I've worn many masks over the years, but tonight, I'll wear the one they fear most. The door opens. I step out, and there he is. Ethan Vanderbilt Alpha, heir to an empire of blood and gold, and the man who once claimed me like property. Time hasn't touched him. The same broad shoulders, the same cruel mouth that could shatter me with a word or make me forget how to breathe with a kiss. His gaze locks onto mine, and for a moment, the world narrows to just us. Daniel, he says, my name low and rough, like it's been burning his throat for years. I don't flinch. Lord Vanderbilt. The air between us is electric, charged with everything we never said. Around us, the party swirls, crystal glasses, murmured gossip, but none of it matters, because I know why I'm here, and I know what it will cost. 5 years ago, I was the unwanted Omega son of a failing family. My parents saw me as a liability too soft, too unremarkable to inherit anything of worth. When the Vanderbilt family came offering gold in exchange for a formal bond to their alpha heir, my parents didn't hesitate. The first time I saw Ethan, I thought he was carved from stone. The way he carried himself, the weight of command in his voice, it terrified me. And yet, even then, part of me wanted to understand him, to break past the walls he'd built. I never got the chance. Our bond was nothing more than a transaction to him. He kept me in the shadows, a secret in his sprawling estate, never cruel in the way people expect, no raised hand, no overt threats, but always distant, always reminding me that I was his because of gold, not choice. It wasn't the lack of love that broke me. It was the glimpses of it, moments when his mask slipped and his eyes softened, only for him to pull away, like he was afraid of what might happen if he let me stay. And then one night he sent me away. No explanation. Just a cold order and a one-way ticket out of New York. I was gone before dawn. In the years since, I built an empire of my own. Real estate, tech startups, investment firms. I turned myself into someone even the Vanderbilts couldn't ignore. My name is whispered in boardrooms now. My signature can topple companies. And I've come back to use that power for one thing: vengeance. But vengeance is never clean. Because standing here under the chandelier light, Ethan's gaze is not the gaze of the man who discarded me. It's darker, heavier, like he's been carrying something all this time. He steps closer, his voice low enough that no one else can hear. You shouldn't have come back. Afraid of ghosts? I ask, letting my lips curve into something sharp. His jaw tightens. I'm afraid of what they'll do to you when they realize who you've become. I should laugh. I should throw his words back at him. But my chest tightens instead. Because for all the rage I've kept alive these years, some part of me still remembers the way he used to stand between me and the world when the whispers got too loud. Later, I find myself on the balcony, rain misting against my skin. Manhattan glitters below like a city made of lies. I hear him before I see him, the soft click of shoes on stone, the weight of presence that's impossible to ignore. Daniel, Ethan says again, quieter this time. I keep my eyes on the skyline. I didn't come here to talk about the past. Then what did you come for? I turn to face him, close enough now that I can smell the faint cedar and smoke on his coat. To watch you lose everything you've ever loved. For a moment, neither of us moves. The rain clings to his hair, a silver sheen under the city lights. And then, so softly I almost don't hear it, he says, "What if that's already happened?" My breath catches. I hate him for it. I hate myself more. Because somewhere deep down, I'm still that boy who wanted him to choose Menet out of duty, not out of gold, but out of love. The rain has stopped, but the air between us still feels heavy, like thunder waiting to break. I should walk away. I should leave him standing here on this balcony, with my words lodged in his chest like a blade. But I don't, because Ethan Vanderbilt doesn't beg. He doesn't even ask. Yet something in the way he's looking at me like I'm both his salvation and his punishment keeps me rooted in place. "You want the truth?" he says, his voice low and unsteady in a way I've never heard before. "The night I sent you away, I was trying to save you." I almost laugh. "Save me? From what, yourself?" "Yes." He doesn't flinch. "From me. From my family. From what they would do if they knew what you meant to me." And there it is. The words I'd ached for all those years, spoken too late to fix what he broke. "You could have told me," I say, my throat tightening. "You could have given me a choice." His hand twitches like he wants to touch me but doesn't dare. "If I had, you would have stayed. And they would have destroyed you." Inside the mansion, the music swells, an elegant string quartet playing for people who think love is just another transaction. My parents are in there, laughing with the Vanderbilts, believing I've returned to bend the knee. They don't know the contracts I've acquired, the debts I've bought, the quiet deals that put every piece of their empire in my control. Tonight I could end them with a word. And I should. But when Ethan steps closer, his breath brushing my cheek, I realize the truth I've been avoiding. My vengeance was never just about them. It was about him. About making him feel the loss I felt. About proving I didn't need him. And yet, here I am, still drawn to the heat of him like a fool. The night spirals into a blur of whispered threats and veiled smiles. I watch my parents' faces pale when they learn I'm now the primary shareholder of 3 companies they depend on. I watch the Vanderbilts realize their hold over me is gone. But every time I catch Ethan's eyes across the room, I feel the threads pulling tighter between us. When the party ends, I find him in the empty hall, leaning against the wall like he's been waiting for me. "Come with me," he says, not a command this time, but a plea. I shake my head. "You think a few confessions erase what happened?"
No.
"But maybe they can stop us from wasting what's left." We end up in the old library, the one place in this house that ever felt safe. The fire's low, shadows curling along the shelves. I stand in front of him, heart pounding. "You kept me like a secret, Ethan. Like I was something to be ashamed of." His jaw tightens. "I kept you like a secret because you were the only thing I couldn't afford to lose." The words hit harder than I expect. My anger trembles, bending under the weight of something older, deeper. He steps forward until we're close enough that I can feel the heat radiating off him. "I'm not asking for forgiveness," he says. "I'm asking for a chance to fight for you this time." I want to say no. I want to tell him he's too late. But when his hand cups the side of my face, gentle in a way that makes my chest ache, all I can do is lean into it. The days that follow are a storm. My family lashes out, the Vanderbilts' close ranks, and the media swarms. But Ethan doesn't let me face any of it alone. We argue. We break apart. We find our way back to each other in ways that leave me breathless. And slowly, I begin to see the man beneath the alpha mask, the one who stayed up at night reading the same book over and over because it reminded him of me, the one who fought his father behind closed doors to keep my name off certain lists, the one who never stopped watching over me, even from afar. The night the final contract is signed, sealing my family's ruin, I stand in the Vanderbilt garden under a sky scattered with stars. Ethan finds me there, his coat draped over my shoulders before I can protest. "It's over," I say, my voice quiet. "It's only over if you walk away," he replies. I turn to face him. "And if I stay?" His eyes soften, the storm in them finally calm. "Then I'll spend the rest of my life proving that you were never just a transaction to me." There's no grand declaration, no dramatic kiss under fireworks. Just the steady weight of his hand in mine, warm and certain. For the first time in years, I believe him. We leave Manhattan together a week later. No headlines, no goodbyes. Just 2 men in a car heading toward a future neither of us expected but both of us are willing to fight for. The world can keep its gold. I found something far more valuable. And this time, I'm not letting go. Thank you for listening. If you find it interesting, Please like and subscribe to follow the next stories.